2020 was a crazy year for the Switch, but 2021 seems to be looking like a much better year for the system. Having a strong lineup for the first half of the year, and the glorious return of Nintendo Directs, and Nintendo being confirmed to be at E3 this year, it's all looking really good. While a lot of people are pretty disappointed by the games that have been revealed for 2021 so far, I think its lineup is pretty underrated. Yes, we don't have that massive first-party game yet, but it's only the start of April, and we have a solid release coming every month until September, which is good enough for me. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Nintendo Switch in 2021. The main topics I'd like to discuss in this video are Nintendo's lineup of games for 2021, Nintendo being confirmed to be attending E3 this year, and the future of the Switch's hardware as a Pro model has been rumored like crazy. Timestamps will be in the description. Let's talk about Nintendo's 2021 lineup of games, which I think is really underrated. I'll go through each month and briefly discuss the games that came out already or will come out in the future, starting with February, because January was pretty barren. February had 3D World plus Bowser's Fury and Bravely Default 2, which I believe are both solid releases. I only got 3D World, but I've been having a blast trying to 100% it, and I feel like it's a lot more than just a Wii U port, as Bowser's Fury is a large expansion that is just so much fun, even though it's pretty short. March had Monster Hunter Rise, which I haven't gotten, but it looks like people are loving it, and sales are exploding right now. April brought new Pokemon Snap, which I'm still debating whether I should get it or not. It looks fun and the reviews have been largely positive, with critics praising the game's visuals and gameplay, but for $60, I don't know, that's a lot to ask for a photography game. Maybe if it's on sale one time I'll pick it up, but as for now, I don't really know. May will bring with it Miitopia and a port of Subnautica. While I'm definitely not getting Miitopia at $50, Subnautica is a great game to have on the Switch. I'd say it's similar to Minecraft and Fortnite, in which they have a really big following, but sadly, I won't really get it on Switch, since it's free on PlayStation right now. But if it wasn't, I'd probably get the Switch version. Coming in June is Mario Golf Super Rush, which I think is kind of a mixed bag. The game looks fun, but I need to see more if I'm going to spend $60 on it. Fortunately, I have heard good things about the series, so hopefully they do unveil more stuff in future trailers. June will also bring with it the newly revealed Game Builder Garage, which I think is such a cool idea. It takes a lot of the assets and ideas from Labo's type of Discover area, and a lot of those type of create your own game parts of it, and makes its own full game out of it. And I just love how it's $30, not the usual $60, which makes it far more appealing. I wish they did this with Miitopia, because I feel like a lot more people would buy it if they made it a bit cheaper. I loved Mario Maker, so I think I'm going to have a great time with this. July will bring Skyward Sword HD, which I'm not going to get since I have the game on Wii, but it's still a solid release, since it's a mainline Zelda game on the console, which is always good. Then in August, we have No More Heroes 3, which isn't really my thing, but the series does have some fans. From what I know, that's basically all the major Switch games coming out in 2021 so far. Pokemon Gen 4 remakes are confirmed for this year, but haven't gotten a release date, so I don't know where to put them. I see a lot of people really hating on this lineup, but it's only May. Nintendo has time to announce things. It's not like this is all we're gonna get for the year. Hopefully. I'm sure other Nintendo Directs will come soon, and Nintendo is already confirmed to be at E3 this year. They'll probably reveal new info on upcoming games, and announce future titles for the second half of the year. Compared to last year, this year is looking really great. Last year, we had like 2 games confirmed for that year by this time, and now we have like 10. The one thing that I believe is holding this year back from being great is a big first-party release. Every single year on the Switch, we've had a major first-party release from one of Nintendo's major franchises. 2017 had Mario, Zelda, and Mario Kart. Yes, let's count 8 Deluxe. 2018 had Smash. 2019 had Pokemon and some other big games like Luigi's Mansion and Mario Maker that are semi-huge, I'd say. 2020 had Animal Crossing. For 2020 we have Pac-Man 99 It's a Pac-Man Battle Royale. It's not as great as Tetris 99, but I'll take it. I am actually optimistic about this though, because as I said before, they have time to reveal this stuff. I think it's pretty fair to say Breath of the Wild 2 will most likely be at E3 this year, and I'm sure we'll get some other big franchises shown for the fall and winter seasons of this year. Overall, I'd say the 2020 lineup is good, and we can't judge it too harshly since we don't know the rest of the year. Moving on, we have Nintendo at E3 2021. If you don't know, Nintendo has been confirmed to be attending E3 this year, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy. E3 is one of my favorite times of the year. Summer is coming, and you can just sit back and watch all the big companies unveil a ton of awesome games that they're working on. E3 2019 is one of my favorite Nintendo videos of all time. I remember just being awestruck by all the announcements. Having no E3 in 2020 was pretty sad, but with the return of Directs, I'm just waiting for Nintendo to officially announce that they're gonna be there, even though it's kind of already confirmed. For predictions, I'd say a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 is 99.99999% guaranteed. I'm hoping for a new Mario Kart, as 8 Deluxe is getting a little bit old for me. I actually just got Mario Kart 7 because I wanted a new Mario Kart so badly. I'd say Pikmin 4 is really not that likely, as we just got 3 Deluxe, but what I do think is likely some Zelda Anniversary content. I'd say they'll probably divide the Direct into a part for Zelda, and another part for everything else, similar to what they did in 2018 with Smash. I'm not really expecting the Zelda Anniversary to be as huge as the 35th Anniversary stuff for Mario, but I'm just hoping for a little something. Metroid Prime 4 is 50-50 for me, as it's been a while since they restarted development, but it's Metroid. Come on guys, they're never really gonna announce it. Man, I am just so happy to have E3 back. It's the best time to be a Nintendo fan, and those few minutes before the Direct are magical. You're just counting down the minutes. Oh, it's so fun. My final point I want to discuss in this video is something that's been rumored since the dawn of man, the Switch Pro. Now I've seen countless people express that they would love a Switch Pro, and as for me, I don't understand you. This is the same problem I had with people praising the Switch Lite. In my eyes, why spend $200 on a system that plays all the games you already could play on your Switch? Now for people who don't have a Switch yet and want a more affordable option, I can completely understand that. But I don't understand the reasoning to buy a Switch Lite or now a Switch Pro if you already have a Switch. Now the main selling point for a Switch Pro is better specs and battery life. I can see the appeal to better specs, but being someone who has a PS4 Pro, the Switch is more than tolerable, and it's pretty dang good in my opinion. Now it may not be on par with the next-gen consoles out now, but it stands pretty tall. So while other people are begging for the Switch Pro, I'm just sitting here fine with my Switch. It'll definitely be cool to see it revealed, but I won't be buying it. Unless they do make Switch Pro exclusives. I do believe that there is a slim chance of this happening. My guess is the Pro will probably release with something like Breath of the Wild 2 or Metroid Prime 4 to show off graphical capabilities, but it won't be an exclusive. But if it is, that will be pretty annoying. I'm willing to pay more than $60 for Breath of the Wild 2, but $300 freaking dollars? Jeez Louise. Plus the $60 for the actual game, that's like $360, maybe like $65 with tax. I don't know, this is too much money for me. Overall, while I do think a Switch Pro would be cool, just like the Switch Lite, I think it's a far better option for people who want a Switch, but don't have one yet. Instead of getting the base model, you'll probably either want the cheaper Lite, or the more expensive but beefy Pro. So, there you have it, the Nintendo Switch in 2021. So far, the lineup is pretty solid for the first half, and the best part is, they have time to reveal stuff. Most likely in E3, which they are confirmed to be at, I'm really hoping for Mario Kart 9, Odyssey 2, Pikmin freaking 4 even though it'll never happen. Or will it? And more news on Breath of the Wild 2. And for the Switch Pro, cool if it happens, but not really my thing. Unless they do make Pikmin 4 an exclusive, then I'll be there day one. Just take my money, Nintendo, please give me Pikmin 4, please! This is what Nintendo speculation has done to me, please help me. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think about the Nintendo Switch in 2021. Potato Sensei, out.